Friends, how are you? This is Igor Peshkovsky, your trusted real estate advisor on the Eastside Seattle metro areas. Today we got July, believe it or not, market update. We made it through 6 months of 2026 with everything that there is going on in the world. We're still here, and it's a beautiful Pacific Northwest summer, the best it gets in this country. So as far as we're enjoying it, I still got another market update for you. I'll make it nice, clean, short, and simple. Without overdue, let's just dive in. Friends, the markets are simple right now. The real estate market is a little bit more of what we had earlier in 2026. It's a little mellow. It's a little bit unurgent. When people ask me, Igor, how's the market? I think the best word that describes this market is extremely selective market. And here's why. Let's just look on the east side and let's just dive into the numbers. So it's more of the same every time we're talking about supply and demand. And the demand, as we've seen, this is the great line, it's relatively the same over the last 5 years. Demand is off only by 4%. Right around this time last year, we had 622 transactions that went pending. Today, 564, it's relatively the same. But what is different year over year is inventory is up 44%. That's a big number. I mean, the last time we've seen so much inventory back in 2019, and that was a long time ago. So there are multiple reasons why there are inventory. There is so much of it, but 3.3 months of inventory. That is really a neutral territory. It's not necessarily a buyer's market yet. Buyer's market in our world starts at 4 months of inventory. This one is 3.3. Will it get there or not? I don't know. But what I know for a fact, buyers have options, and we're gonna summarize these options at the end of this video. But 3.3 months of inventory is not a small count of inventory. So what's going on with the prices? Well, the prices are down 3%. I mean, there are multiple ways to look at it. Price fluctuates. I'm actually amazed that we're still at 1.56 million of inventory, because since the war, interest rates went up, not down. They were really doing good at the beginning of the year. We started this year very well. Like, market was perfect. But it's not up to us, unfortunately, to keep this economy stable. So with the war, we went from like 5.6 interest rates to 6.5% interest rates. And that puts pressure on the pricing, and there is more inventory. So we are at $1.56 million on the median price. That's 3% down year over year. I mean, it's still 8% up from, 2023. So depending on how you look at it, like, prices, in my view, are still very much stable. They're definitely softer year over year as amount of options the buyers have had increased. But don't get me wrong, like 15% of homes still sell over asking. It means the right property is not going to be let go for free. They still could get multiple offers and escalate a little bit. So ask every buyer, they all want the perfect property. These properties still sell just fine. Let's look into Seattle next. All right, you guys, Seattle is a different beast, but it does relatively better percentage-wise and all than the east side right now. So we've got 2.3 months of inventory. That's not as much of inventory as we see on the east side, which is actually a little bit surprising due to how many townhomes are getting built and how much more of that new continuing amount of inventory that keeps on coming up in Seattle. They only got 2.3 months, which is still, a seller's market. Is it more inventory as we had last year? Absolutely. Is it increasing? As you've seen, kind of a perfect line starting from 2021. It went 1.2, 1.3, 1.7 to 2.3 months of inventory year over year. So buyers have more options to choose from. What happened to the median price? Well, it's down 6%. Last year, it was up 13%. As interest rates were improving, which they are not currently. But this year we're down 6% and we're right around that $1 million for the median price in Seattle. Well, the same goes to 30% of homes still sell above asking. That's a big amount. Median percent from original list price, if it sells above asking, right at 5%. So if you're buying a really nice home at $1 million, if it's priced well, looks great, might escalate to up to $50,000. That's a significant amount. So Seattle continues to be a robust market. So with that information, as I said, it's more of about the same. Let's summarize and let's conclude this video next. All right, let's summarize. If you are the seller, you need to price the market you are entering, not the market you remember that was there before. I mean, I think it's crucial because we're not in the same market. If you're the buyer, congratulations, you have options to choose from. I want you to remember this is a phenomenal opportunity. You are not going to be able to time the market. Like, it's simply very hard thing to do. So I had a video back in the day. As long as you could afford the home that you're buying and you could see yourself living there in the next 5 years, if you find a great piece of real estate, just make an offer. Today, buyers are waiting for validation of another buyer to put an offer. I see it all the time. We have a listing on market right now. We have buyers go to that property and we get phenomenal feedback. They love it. Where is an offer? Well, they want to see somebody else make an offer first, so they know somebody is going to buy that property, and then they could make an offer. But it doesn't work that way. You might not have a second shot at that property. So if you go and you see and you love that piece of real estate, just make an offer. Make an offer under asking is also okay. Any offer better than no offer. Just remember that if you're a buyer. If you're the seller, you got to price it well. You have to compete for buyers' attention. They have a lot of real estate to look at, and they got to make a decision on your real estate. We're all hopeful that this war would end sooner versus later. We do hope that this inflation will get under control. If interest rates stay the same, we need to get some certainty in markets. And right now, lack of certainty is what drives this inventory up and this amount of pending sales being down slightly. So we'll see what happens next month. I hope this is helpful. Please reach out. We're here working every day. We're not YouTubers. We make real estate dreams possible either for sellers or buyers. My contact information is here. Talk to you guys soon.